So let me just like pull out and show this whole thing. We've got a converted ambulance here being shown around by, what was your name again?
James.
James?
James Hayes. Yep.
James and?
Michelle.
So you've got your hot water in here, huh? And then a diesel heater.
We're Norelle and Danny. We sold our business in Seattle and decided to become digital nomads. Outfitted with a SUBOVERLANDer as our home on wheels, we're on an adventure of discovery wherever the road takes us. Subscribe and join our journey meeting new people, seeing amazing things, and helping build new ventures and opportunities.
And they said we couldn't stealth camp in Key West. We were gonna stop by CVS, use the restroom, and maybe buy some snorkeling gear, and then hit the beach. So you know, in Fort Myers, when we were trying to go to the beach, we had a red flag for high hazard. Check out the flag we got today.
We are at Fort Zachary Taylor, and yesterday I did, we did nearly 20,000 steps, and not surprisingly, I have that blister there.
All right, we are coffeed up. My phone is charged up. We got snorkel gear from CVS. I think it's pretty good. It's got the dry stop, it's got the purge, it's got, you know, the basic bells and whistles. Not one of those, you know, children's play sets. No fins though, so we got our water shoes just in case the coral is something awful. Okay, so here's the review. The water clarity is like, you got like 8-foot visibility, but it's normally more like 5. As far as fish go, it's pretty much all sand except for by the rocks over there and over there. And there's not a lot of life on the rocks, so there's not a lot of fish going around them. But there's a couple of, you know, stripy black and white ones. There's a couple fatter, ugly ones. You know, it's not so great.
Judgy.
I'm not judgy. I mean, like,
judgmental about the poor fish.
Well, yeah, they are fatter than the skinny black and white ones, but okay, fine. They're thicker. They're more girth. They are more well endowed. But the snorkel gear works great. It's not bad for 40 bucks. Oh yeah, but this feels more like 4th of July instead of New Year's Day. And even though it's a crowded beach, I don't know, people are fun to be around.
We're gonna do some hot dogs, I think, and grill.
Yep.
Just hang out.
Yep. Buy some ciders and just make a chill barbecue day of it. All right, guys. We've been saying this whole time that we were gonna come down here and build a snowman out of sand, so I think it's time. All right, so we didn't do it for Christmas, but New Year's will count. Here's our sand snowman. She's pretty proud of her work. Proud of yourself?
Yep.
You took off your aqua socks.
I did.
That was a mistake.
Well, I needed to give my blister a break.
Yeah. Hey guys, so we just left the beach to go find some groceries, which, by the way, there's no like real grocery store from what we could see, so we're gonna try the CVS. And then from there probably go back to the park because they have the fort that I really want to check out.
So the other day we met this couple outside of Walmart, and they're also full-time on the road traveling, and when they started out they were sleeping in their van every night, but
they were in their 70s.
Yeah, they're in their 70s, and these days they sleep in motels like every night. And so they were telling us about trying to find a spot in Key West. When they were scoping out motel rates, They called with like 3 dates in mind, and it was like early December, mid-December, late December. And they just wanted one night, and the guy said that for the first night it was like $150 a night, and then and that was early December, and then mid-December it was like 500 something a night, and then late December, like December 23rd or something, was like $700 a night, which is just ridiculous. But like we were scoping it out, and all of the motels and inns pretty much are full.
And even Hotel Tonight didn't have any bookings, but the advertising on Google Ads was all in like the 490s.
Jeez.
So that's how much we're saving by stealth camping. And we must have had a couple hundred people pass us as we were just hanging out in the rig kind of yesterday afternoon, and 2 guys gave me a fist bump, like a bunch of people commented on how awesome it was. So even though it's frowned upon, like
one woman was like, "You guys camping in there?" And he said, "Yeah," like shh. Yeah. And she goes, "Oh, it's the best way to do Key West, guys."
Yeah. So let me just like pull out and show this whole thing. We've got a converted ambulance here being shown around by, what was your name again?
James.
James
Hayes.
Yep. James and Michelle. So you've got your hot water in here, huh? And then diesel heater. Okay, and you got all your spare parts and power tools. Get a screen for our top here.
Okay, so you
you
here
can
is where the shower would be.
Right, and then you have a pull-out faucet.
Yeah.
So we saw this rig on our way in, and we were commenting how cool it was, and they just came over and showed us around the converted ambulance, which is by far one of the coolest custom rigs we've seen yet. It makes me feel like a weakling, not even really converting my own. I asked Grady to do it for me, but yeah, it certainly gets a lot of enough attention for other people to come over, introduce themselves, and show us theirs. So before we left, we wanted to check out the fort that's here, and the sign says it closes at 5, and it is currently 4:56. So I think as long as we're in the park before 5, we should be good, maybe? Yeah. So it looks like a lot of Key West was built during the Civil War, and it was for its military importance, I'm guessing, because it's at a choke point as you wrap around Florida and head towards New Orleans, I bet. Sign back there said that there was 3 forts, and this is one of the 3, and I hope it looks cool. Bunch of cannonballs stacked up right there. It's bright.
It's very bright.
I do not think these stairs are original. So I'm used to seeing turrets that big in World War II bunkers like they got on Whidbey Island. But this one would have had to have been actual cannonballs instead of shells. I would have hated to see how big that cannon was. Scratch that. I would have loved to see how big that cannon was.
So just judging by the size of this cannon behind me, I'm pretty sure any balls coming out of the end are gonna blast the wall apart. I think they need to think that over again. He says they used to be a lot closer to the wall than they currently are, which makes sense, but I still think they're too big.
So our friend we just met who has the ambulance, he actually works for the Army Corps of Engineers, so he had a few answers about these cannons here. Basically, yeah, that big cannon was a 300-pounder. Would have been like 3 foot diameter. Never would have gotten out through these holes here. Okay, I think we're pretty much done here, but just want to point out that it's a complete fort when it's got a moat. Okay, we are almost to the spot I saw on the map and saw this little off-road section here. Thought that it might be it, but let's hope it's not, because it's where a lot of people do target practice. There's all kinds of shotgun casings here on the ground, like thousands of shotgun casings. Down there there's one target, and there's some swinging targets right there.